Hey, it's Trueflight here. We're back in the crew. This time we're going to be taking a look at the current Summit qualifier. Just got my qualifying in to get my invite. Looks like it's down here in the swamplands of Florida now in the Everglades. We're going to hop right to it rather than drive all the way there. Every few days there's a new one of these qualifiers. They require different things to get yourself invited to the end of the month event. For each of these that you place a medal in, you get a 5% bonus towards the prize at the month end summit. And every other month or so, there's a new car or vehicle as a prize at the summit. And this month, I believe it's a new BMW. Can't remember which one specifically. The first time was the Lotus Evora, and the last one was a BMW motorcycle. So, and they keep those for 2 months, and then swap to a new one, and eventually those cars become available in the store, so you don't miss out on anything. This qualifier is Spring Break, and you can see here the different events. The brand time attack this time around is a Chevy Silverado in circuit spec. I think I own the Silverado, I just don't own the circuit spec of it. I have to pick that up, so it's locked right now. But we have our normal time attack, drift, drag, monster truck, standard every time. There's a crew speed trap, as well as the PvP. And then the challenge events this time around are a speed event, a slalom, a race to line, and then the standard FD challenge and FD stunts, which are stuff you do in the open world. You need a friend to do the challenge stuff. You build your own track and race against each other. And the stunts are based on just challenge things. It'll ask you to pass so many cars in the oncoming lane, or drive 5 miles without wrecking on the oncoming lane of the highway, things like that. Jump for so many yards. So we'll start off with what we do have here and get right in and see what we can do. Not sure what the restrictions are for the circuit this time. I didn't see. Looks like it's going to let us pick any circuit, so we're going to go with one of our Lamborghinis here. Take this one. And see what our track is here. So far, it's not looking familiar. I don't know if I did this one last time I was around. It's a new one. Looks like it's just to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. Gotta stop driving that Lotus so much. I get spoiled by how light the thing is, and then I drive something like this, and I can't steer for the life of me. There goes the rear bumper. We didn't need that anyway. It's extra weight on the car. I do far too many events in my Lotus when I'm allowed to use it. Only comes in performance spec, unfortunately. And then I try to drive a tank like the Lamborghini here, and it takes me a little bit to get in the hang of how it handles again. Lambo's not a bad car, though. It has an actual higher top speed than my Lotus. Oh, I cut that way too early. No problem. We'll just sneak through the parking lot. Funny thing about circuit cars is they have such little hit points. You regenerate the longer you drive without wrecking. And they start with so few hit points that you can already see it's already repaired itself, and I totally overshot that turn. This is going to be a horrible time. And the more you do these, you also learn some tricks on some better routes to get through the city. I'm just following the default one here because this is the first time I've done this one. Obvious by how terrible I'm doing. I suppose I could zoom the map out so I can see a little bit farther ahead, but what's the fun in that? Oh. You always gotta love it when you get a little bit of air. Just enough to pull the wheels off the ground, then you don't have any traction to turn. Forgetting I have nitrous too. Hopefully I made up a little bit at the end there. It was a terrible start though. Small dent in the hood. It's only a flesh wound. And wow, for that terrible of a time, we still qualified in the top 1,000, which is really scary. Well behind my friend's time though. 2:14 is the current overall record. I pulled a 3:03. Very sad. We'll come back and bump that up better later. Just want to go through the events now and see what all's here. So our next event is going to be the drift trial. Me and my terrible drifting with the keyboard. Take the RX-7. My chair squeaks. Why is it always in the rain? They need to do something about that. It rains far too much in the game. It takes place in North America, not the middle of the rainforest. And they keep doing it with drift challenges. At that point, you're not drifting, you're hydroplaning. Whoa, that's sharper than I thought. Yeah, on a nice dry road, this would be fun to drift on. This isn't drifting, it's hydroplaning. Cops? Guess we're not going that way. I have never said that I was good at drifting. I'm okay with a performance car in the snow, but as for actually using a drift car, especially in the rain, not so much. I've seen people do these where they can hold a drift the entire race by fishtailing back and forth even on the straightaways and do some amazing combos. I think I'm getting better at it than I used to be, but it's still very, very hard to do with a keyboard. You don't have the throttle control necessary to control your speed in the drift. With the keyboard, you're either full throttle or no throttle. Same with the steering. It's all or nothing on the steering. I think they wanted me to turn there. Not too bad. It's up at the waist at the end there. The cops are new. They used to have it open so you can go any way you wanted and do whatever you wanted, and people found ways to exploit it, so they kind of force you to go a specific way now. Still got an upgrade. Not sure if grip is a good thing to have on a drift car, though. I'm going to do it anyway for now. 766. At least I'm consistently bad. What other events can we do terrible in? Maybe I can redeem myself a little bit in the drag. Take the rough. I've actually been playing around with my other RUF Porsche. I think I like that one better. This one still has better parts on it right now. And it's raining here too. What the heck? I mean, I guess it is Florida. Oh, too early on the second shift. Oh, I remember this event. I hit my nitrous way too early, I think. You can never tell if it's good to hit it early or late on these long ones like that. Actually, a really interesting, I'm not sure it's a bug, it was intentional, but it's just really weird on this run. I'll point it out the next time. If you didn't notice it there. It's that second shift again. Wait a little bit longer this time. Alright, coming up here where the road switches to 2-lane for a little bit. Near the finish line. If you look on the left side, there's a garage, parking garage, right there. Then you hit the finish line coming up to that wall really fast, and there's that same little parking garage thing. So it actually backs you up a couple hundred yards between when you cross the finish line and when it actually goes to the cinematic. Otherwise, you'd plow right into that house in front of you. Waiting to hit the nitro slowed me down. Of course, I still missed that second gear, so. Try to hit that second gear on a perfect and shift it to normal 6,000 and see what happens. We hit everything as normal this time. Let's see what we get. I guess it's not a garage, it's like a parking stoop cover for the front of a hotel. There it is. Catches my eye every time now. And even slower that time, so who knows? Apparently waiting a little bit to hit it must help. Top 371 this time. Much better overall. Still behind my friend by almost over a whole second. Part of it's me using mouse and keyboard. We'll hit up the monster truck arena. No restrictions on this time around, so we'll be taking the Camaro. Sometimes they have event restrictions that require you to use a specific type of car or a specific foreign or domestic, or they had one for European cars, they had one for all trucks at one point, I think. They've had a couple for different years, classic cars, things like that. So you just have to pay attention to what the current restriction is. With the new scoring system on the that was terrible. The new scoring system they've added to the monster trucks here, it's actually better to collect the coins now than it is to do fancy jumps like it used to be. You get more points for landing completely flat and perfect. How they consider that a perfect landing is beyond me. Meant to turn around. There we go. I have no idea what the best route is for this. Some people usually, within a day or so of these going up, will find an amazing route to go through and just get tons and tons of tokens. They usually pull 80,000 or so points. Oh, not going to make that turn. I have a feeling this one has something to do with going around this outside edge, but these loops in this one are weird, because there's actually a jump on the end. Oh, not gonna make that loop. I believe I got a good landing for that. I missed the token. Not gonna make the jump either. I'm just doing terrible. Monster truck was never one of my specialties. My son's really good at it. That was beautiful. And I would have time to do that loop now, which is what I came over here to do. Yeah, it was absolutely a terrible run. Seems to happen when I record myself. I'm going to be ashamed of my total. I didn't look before. I'm going to guess my friend has probably 60,000 to my 26. No, only 29. Well, I don't feel so bad now. Yeah, most of the people get around 80 or so nowadays is the norm. You find lots of videos on YouTube. People hitting 80. Don't have a crew. Can't do the crew speed trap. Not in the mood for PvP right now. So we'll hit the other events here. Speed challenge. Not sure where we are. Should we do this one in a drag or a circuit? Let's see where we are. Ooh, don't think we can pull a drag out of that. That's just in a terrible place. Where would we go? Looks like going north up here and then taking this road around is going to be our best bet. So that's what we're going to try. Approach this from the other angle. It's the nice thing about these, you don't have to do them the way they put you. For a bigger map here. Oh, we're going to hit the people doing the drag racing challenge. Why would they put this in the drag racing thing at the same place? Never mind, this car is not going to cut it. I didn't realize that was the drag racing spec challenge they put us on. Well, that's just stupid. We do not need acceleration on a Lamborghini. Let's see here. Didn't even look at that score. It wasn't worth it. This in the rain with traffic in a drag spec. Oh, that sucks. Probably gonna have the same issue we had last time trying to do the challenge. There's gonna be people coming the opposite way, even though this way gives you more road. I don't even have a full tank of nitrous yet. Still don't have a full tank of nitrous. And ran out of road. I'm not sure which way is better. I got a platinum that way. We'll hit it this way and see if we can't do any better. What'd that rank us? 590. Highest among my friends. We'll give it one more try this direction. The same thing, we're gonna run out of road. It's not a very well thought out design, that's for sure. Sorry to Chris 40 over there in his, I think it was a white Camaro that I just embedded into a building. I did bump up my score though to rank 394. I can live with that one. We're going to get out of here before we get yelled at for hitting somebody. Nope, they didn't say anything yet, but... yeah, it's the only problem I've had with those drag spec ones, and if you watch my last video, they did it right in the middle of town where there's traffic. People are trying to go both ways because sometimes one way is faster than the other. It just caused a pile up, and I actually couldn't finish the event on the video. I went and did something else instead because we kept hitting each other and it just wasn't gonna happen. We got a slalom up here. Slaloms are stupidly easy in the motorcycles. I haven't done a motorcycle in a while, so let's break out the Ninja and we'll do this. Wet road's gonna make it a little interesting. Normally ride my bikes in first person, but it's easier for the camera, it's easier for the slalom to do it in third. That platinum guy just took off, didn't he? This is one of the few that might actually be better with a car because you'd be able to drift some of these instead of braking. I also did a starting from a dead stop, but still managed to get a platinum there. We'll try that one the other way around too. These are short enough. 547th. How'd we do? Second of our friends. We can definitely try that one again. Try hitting it from the other direction, see if we can't get a better time. Definitely might be faster with a car in this one, so you can drift. Didn't even get a platinum that time. Give it one more try the other way here. pretty much the best I can do. Still behind. Well, I think there was only one more thing to look at. Oh, let's try something new. Got the Ferrari. Ferrari on wet roads probably wasn't the best idea. Oh my god, I can't drive this thing. Alright, hang on a minute. Try this again. Not used to this car at all. Doesn't help that the follow the line path doesn't always take the best route. So you try to cut to the inside of the corners to go faster, and it's not where the route wants you to go. Not my best time. So I get for trying to use a different car each time. And how bad were we? Not too far off. Well, that's pretty much it for this qualifier. So far, we're ranked 598, which isn't too bad. I'd like to get in the top 1,000 if possible, but bump those scores up a little higher if I can. Try to get in the top 500 this time. And gotta go unlock that Silverado circuit spec so I can do that one too. Anyway, that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Let me know if there's any kind of cars you want to see or events, and I'll do my best to get them out for you.